So we had our. Oh, you gonna film it? Okay. So Lauren's filming. We had our a meal in the Timpano restaurant way up there. Very nice. Last year we were here, and long story short, we took a 4-hour Shinkansen journey all the way down to Hiroshima. But after tonight's Tempura restaurant, I said to Lorna, let's have a little stroll along here because we're by the Peace Bridge. Just going to the camera around here. Okay, wind it over here. That is the Peace Bridge over one of the rivers. And right over the Peace Bridge is the Peace Park. So bring the camera back over here. What's of interest here, and it is a very great interest, is that this flame here is lit by the fires that were ignited by the atomic bombing. Okay, and this flame has continued to burn and be lit, ignited, since that day in 1945. That was the 6th of August 1945 at 8:15 in the morning when the US Air Force aircraft B-29 Enola Gay dropped the atomic bomb, which was codenamed Little Boy. It was a gun type device. It came down and exploded approximately 2,000 feet above, or 600 meters above here, which is just further up that way, called the hypocenter. And it was terrible. Obviously, there's a whole lot of stuff which we won't go into, but they bombed the city. 3 days later, Nagasaki was bombed on the 9th of August 1945, and the Second World War had halted. But this, of significance, this burns as a reminder. And what is as historically significant about this building is, this is Hiroshima's TV or broadcasting place, and they continue to broadcast after the bombing. And this has stayed here because this was the broadcasting tower or broadcasting place. I'm probably factually wrong on that, on some of those details, but as I understand it, this and just well, give me a where this is, but where the yellow part is, which says NHK, that's where we're standing right now. And you can see concentric circles marked in kilometres, so they've got 1,000 metres. That's from the hypocenter, 2,000 metres and 3,000 and 4,000 metres. And when we first came to Hiroshima, I specifically took a hotel. But back up that way, Lara. Back up that way. Get round here. So when we came to Hiroshima, I specifically wanted to get a hotel, and this sounds morbid, but there was a reason for it. I wanted to see from the hotel. I wanted to get into where the fireball would have been. Okay, the size of the fireball was massive. So when I looked out the hotel, I think on the 20th floor or whatever it was, 23rd, 22nd floor, I wanted to see the city at night. And it was just to see a juxtaposition of what would have been in my mind's eye, because I've seen the destruction, and they really rebuilt the city. But what's interesting about Hiroshima is, I don't know, it's not to do with the bombing, I don't think, it's just they're very, very friendly people, very hospitable people, and Lorna and I found, make some comments, Lorna, about Hiroshima? Lorna, should make some comments?
It was very polite, very caring, and very safe.
It's very, very nice. I honestly recommend Hiroshima to you. Come along. It's not because of this. And here's another thing. Okay, places like Lockerbie, where they've had really bad. I mean, I'm not comparing Lockerbie and this event, okay, and the atomic bombing. Of course, you can't compare. They're totally different. But here, the thing that ties them together is a terrible atrocity that happened, or a terrible bad thing that happened to people. And people of whatever city that may be that it happened to want to move on. And whilst remembering, of course, you want to move on, but you also want to remember. And remembrance is very, very important, because without remembrance, the past will then therefore unfortunately repeat. So what we cannot do is repeat what's happened. and there's a whole lot of stuff happening in the world now with conflicts. We'll not get into that, but I just think we should remember and take a moment to reflect of the historical importance. And I will just leave it there. Just leave it there.